So let me ask you though about that correlation because with risk on, people are taking more bets on things like Bitcoin. But how much of that is a bet on Bitcoin or the issues around just printing cash versus the operational potential as a transactional currency, given the news we just heard from PayPal that PayPal is going to allow cryptocurrencies as part of the wallet? How does that change this?
I think that's, in some ways the shot heard around the world on Wall Street, right? PayPal has 346 million accounts, right? They're the 30th biggest bank in the US in deposits. And all of a sudden, every financial institution says, wait a minute, what am I doing? And so if you're at the boardroom of Morgan Stanley or Goldman Sachs or Bank of America, you're thinking, how do I get engaged? I was looking before I came on at just stock prices, right? Ethereum, the platform that this new financial ecosystem is going to be built on, is up 200% this year. Square app, 186%, PayPal, 99%. And then you go to Wells Fargo, down 60, Citibank, down 46. And so if you're a CEO of a big bank, you're saying, well, hold on, what's going on here? And so we are going to see over the next 10 years a rebuilding of the financial infrastructure of this country. It was interesting that PayPal hired Paxos to do their integration with crypto because there's a domain expertise in this cryptocurrency space, in this blockchain space that's needed. When I lived in Alabama, I was a helicopter pilot. There was a town called Enterprise, and they had a statue that held up a boll weevil. And I was like, the craziest statue I've ever seen. Well, the boll weevil ate all the cotton, and then they planted peanuts, and that brought prosperity to the region. In some way, the cryptocurrency community is going to hold up a virus, the COVID virus, because it was the COVID virus that really accelerated, as horrible as that to sound, accelerated adoption of crypto on two ways. The macro story with Bitcoin and the more maybe important story of digitalization of all cash, digitalization of the financial services system. That's going to mostly be built on Ethereum.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It's imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand everything is planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love. And then also those who are shopping at the store, much love. Remember, ladies, I definitely have something coming for you in a couple days, I promise. Now, we're going to get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. Right now, we are moving up, guys. But the only reason why we're moving up a little, why? Is because the stock market is closed. We know that the retail investors, the institutional investors, we're the only game in town for the casino. So, guys, make sure you're looking at the volume. The volume right now is in the middle. But the fact is make sure you are keeping an eye on volume. If it starts to spike, we know what's about to turn up. Now, of course, you're going to stay focused on your indicators. XRP, stable coins, of course, the big one, Tether. Of course, we saw Tether get pumped, guys. So we keep seeing this. Every time we go on this run, we see the stable coins run wild. Every single time it's moving up. Same way in 2018 when we were taking this horrible dip in cryptos, stable coins were moving up because we found out what? Stable coins was that foundation. But just make sure you are staying focused on the fundamentals. Now, getting into the video with Novogratz, which is very, very important. Very important, guys. We had, of course, the billionaire does not tell you the whole truth. They tell you some of the truth. So we know how the devil comes to you. They come with you with truth, but then they wiggle in the lies. So we're going to go with the truth first. We saw the C word. C word helped bring it in. And what have I been saying this from the very beginning? The C word helped bring in this technology moving forward. Novogratz went over that well. Wonderful. Basically, he said that Ethereum was the new platform. That's all it's going to be built on. We've never, ever heard Novogratz say anything like that. But we know that is the truth because I went over LIBOR. And all these derivative swaps are going to be on Ethereum. We're just going to blast off Ethereum. But then he said that Bitcoin, of course, with PayPal, was the shot heard around Wall Street. Is that correct? No, Wall Street has been in cryptos from the very beginning. We know this. We know the government has been in cryptos from the beginning. We know Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs have been in from the beginning. That's where USDC is. So guys, we know JP Morgan already has its own crypto. We know JP Morgan tried to do a patent like 100 and some times to mimic Bitcoin and get rid of Bitcoin. We know this and got denied. So don't forget, a billionaire is going to come with you with half truth. You got to decipher the lies, guys. Decipher. Same way with Ripple. We have Ripple. PayPal didn't add XRP. Of course, what did Brad come out with? Regulation. That's their job. We know this. But we know that XRP is going to be that collateral that they need to settle. They have to have that collateral. But that's all they need it for is that split second. That's the reason why it's a stable coin. And we know that when it comes to Brad Garlinghouse, he's nothing but the face. He's nothing but the puppet. But we know Ripple is attached to the central banks. Do not forget about that, guys. Now, let's get over into a little bit of crypto news. Now, we have the ex-JP Morgan commodities trader explains how blockchain will end commercial banking. And guys, we already see this with DeFi. That's the reason why DeFi is going to be so important. We know the current system that we're on, lending. We know banking controls the whole economy. And they want to control the world. Remember, the whole point of cryptocurrency is total control, to bank the unbanked. We also had JP Morgan say that Bitcoin can actually challenge gold with the millennials. Now, guys, we know that when it comes to Generation Z and also the millennials, they don't even understand the power of gold. They're not collecting gold. So the fact is that they're introduced a new financial system and sold to them as Bitcoin being the new gold. Of course, if you're not educated, you're going to fall for it. That's the whole point of the importance of having the older generation to educate you. And you starting to see what their plan is, how Bitcoin is going to be so important, because if they can sell this new generation that, hey, you don't need gold, take this Bitcoin, because of course that gives them total control of everyone's finances. So if I can just turn off your money, and that's what they'll be able to do, or if I can tell you what you can buy and what you can't buy, they can do that. And that's like I said, basically with universal basic income, that is definitely the goal. But with cryptos in general, it's about control. Because if I can see everything you're buying, and plus I'm selling a product, I can guide you towards my product. Or I can make you only shop at Walmart or Target. What we're doing right now under the C word, but they really can do that now. But also, guys, we have FinCEN proposes a lower threshold for data gathering for cross-border payments from $3,000 to $250. So, guys, just like I stated, total control. They want all your information. They want to know everything you're doing. And lastly, guys, just getting over into some world news. Please go check out my video I did yesterday on the stock channel about renewable energy, guys. This is basically just as big as Bitcoin. So definitely go check the video out. It's very, very important. And then also, of course, The Economist, the Rothschild magazine went over this next era energy, bigger than Exxon. But guys, definitely check it out. It's very important that we make sure when we're doing investing that we're looking ahead 10, 20, 30 years ahead. And it definitely pay off. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher NWO book, your cryptos, you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, the stocks. Just like I said, don't forget about the stock channel. You have your Cobalt, your chip stocks, your gaming, your banking. Everybody's sitting at home. Don't forget about the at-home stocks. The C word, the biotech stocks. Don't forget about those. And then while everybody's sitting at home, waiting on free money or getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Are you disappointed that PayPal is not offering Ripple?
Well, I think you probably mean they're not offering XRP. I mean, Ripple, just to make sure everyone's clear, Ripple is a private company. You can buy shares in Ripple, hypothetically, but XRP is an open source decentralized technology. PayPal, I think, has said they plan to go live with Bitcoin and Ether. And part of that goes back to the regulatory clarity. If you are a company looking at investing in or building upon a technology like XRP or like other digital assets, if there's not regulatory clarity, then you're likely to go with the ones that are clear. And that's what you've seen, I think, not just with PayPal, but certainly others in the marketplace that say, I'm going to start with Bitcoin and Ether because they have kind of the good housekeeping seal of approval in the United States. In other countries, frankly, like Japan, you see a much broader base where there is a level playing field and you see multiple participants and achieving success in that market.